Imagine this. A team that started with a rough 1-18 record is now making even the strongest WNBA teams nervous. The Indiana Fever's incredible comeback isn't just surprising, it's making history and catching everyone off guard. Leading this big change are two amazing players, Lexie Hull and Kelsey Mitchell, who were once overlooked, but are now playing key roles in the team's success.
Off to Hull, her three, he's good. Mitchell on the drive, splits the double team, draws the foul, gets it to go.
Their hard work, skill, and leadership are turning things around, making what seemed impossible happen. The Indiana Fever's rise is not just about getting better, it's a big moment that's changing the world of women's basketball. Let's break this down. At first, the Indiana Fever seemed like just another struggling team, easy to ignore and forget about. But then, something surprising happened. They turned things around and won 11 of their next 17 games. That's quite the comeback. This unexpected success has caught the attention of the entire league, making everyone take notice of what the Fever is doing. You might be thinking about the Fever's stars, Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston. They're definitely the main players, leading the team and making big moves. But there's more to the story than that. Holland and Mitchell are the secret weapons, the key players who are quietly changing games and getting noticed. These two have surprised everyone with their impact and have become the talk of the league. So how did the Fever go from being a team that was easy to overlook to becoming the team that no one wants to face? Stick around, because we're going to show you why the Indiana Fever is now a team to watch out for. Before we get into all the details, please don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing helps us bring you more WNBA content and ensures that you won't miss any of the exciting updates and stories we have lined up.
And that's where you brought up the Fever. I think what I've learned in my WNBA experience is pace of play trumps physicality, it trumps size, it can trump experience, because a lot of time...
You've probably heard all about the Fever's star players, the ones who get all the attention and make the highlights. But have you noticed the player who's quietly changing their defense? Lexie Hull might not have been on your radar, but she's making a big impact on the court, improving the team's defense by 3.5 points per 100 possessions whenever she plays. So, what's her secret? And why are opponents suddenly nervous about facing her? Let's take a closer look at Lexie Hull, the Fever's hidden gem, who's surprising everyone with her performance. Remember when Hull was just another player on the bench, often overlooked, and not getting much playing time? Those days are over. Hull's amazing journey from sitting on the bench to becoming a key player is quickly becoming a legendary story in the WNBA. She's showing that hard work and determination can change everything. Now imagine this. A player who once struggled to hit three-pointers suddenly becomes a sharpshooter. That's exactly what Hull has done. Since the Olympic break, she's been on fire, making an incredible 70% of her three-point shots. Compare that to her previous career average of just 22.2%, and it's clear why people are starting to take notice. Hull has turned into a scoring machine, and it's making a big difference for the team. But Hull's impact isn't just about scoring. She's also become the Fever's defensive leader, someone the team can count on to stop their opponents. When Hull is on the court, the team's defense gets better by 3.5 points per 100 possessions. That's not just impressive, it's game-changing. Her presence is felt all over the court, making it much harder for the other team to score. Head coach Christy Sides can't stop praising Hull, and it's easy to see why. Hull's mix of improved offense and strong defense has made her a valuable asset to the Fever. Her rise from the bench to being a key player is inspiring to anyone who's ever doubted themselves. Hull is proving that sometimes the most unexpected players can make the biggest impact. Lexie stayed locked in and ready to go when her number was called. Sides said she's just done everything that we needed to do to get these wins and to be successful. Let's talk about stepping up when it matters. Want to know how far Lexie Hull has come? Just look at her game against the Seattle Storm. She didn't just play well, she was on fire, scoring a career-high 22 points and hitting 6 out of 7 three-pointers. That's not just good shooting that's setting the court ablaze. Hull's energy is like a spark that powers the whole team. Since the Olympic break, when she's on the floor, her lineups have outscored opponents by 49 points. That's not just helping, that's leading. Hull's recent performances have made her the Fever's secret weapon, the player nobody expected, but now no one can ignore. On defense, Hull is a game changer, always in the right spot, always causing problems for the other team. She's constantly breaking up plays, deflecting passes, and forcing turnovers. It's no surprise the Fever's defense looks much better when she's on the court. And here's something fun: Hull's new three-point skills earned her a nickname from teammate Aaliyah Boston. Sexy Lexie for three, all day, every day. When your teammates give you a nickname, you know you've made an impact. Speaking of three-pointers, another Fever player has been hot all season, Lexie Mitchell. She's been scoring so much, it makes us rethink what's possible in the WNBA. The real question is, can anyone stop her? Let's talk about Lexie Mitchell, the Fever's unstoppable scorer. While Hull is impressing with her defense and three-point shooting, Mitchell is on another level. We're not talking about a few good games. She's been putting up jaw-dropping numbers. Imagine this: Mitchell is averaging over 25 points per game in August. That's not just good, it's elite. And she's doing it with incredible efficiency, shooting 49.3% from the field and 40.7% from three-point range. Those aren't just stats, they're a statement. But Mitchell isn't just about her own stats. She's using her scoring ability to boost the entire team. The Fever is now one of the fastest teams in the league, ranked 5th in speed, and Mitchell is at the center of this fast-paced offense. Her quick and efficient scoring keeps defenses on edge and creates opportunities for her teammates. You might wonder if she can keep it up. Well, here's the mind-blowing part. Mitchell has set a franchise record with 5 straight 20-point games. She's not just having a good week, she's rewriting the Fever's history. Head coach Christy Sides couldn't hide her excitement when talking about Mitchell. Lexie Mitchell is special, and you know what, she's absolutely right. Mitchell's confidence and shooting have become the heart of the Fever's recent success. But what's really getting attention in the league is that Mitchell isn't doing this alone. Her teamwork with rookie star Caitlin Clark is improving with every game. Defending against 2 players who can score from anywhere on the court is a big challenge for their opponents. And when the game gets close, Mitchell steps up. The Fever have won 8 out of 12 games when she scores 20 points or more this season. In a recent tight game against the Connecticut Sun, Mitchell scored 23 points, leading her team to an important 84-80 victory. Performances like this are what turn good players into legends. So, what does this mean for the Fever? It means they have a player who can change the game. It means they have a scorer who delivers when it really counts. And most importantly, it means they have a leader setting the pace for the whole team. While individual talent is great, winning championships takes more than that. When you add Hull's strong defense to Mitchell's scoring, you've got a team that's making the rest of the league nervous. You've seen Hull's defensive skills and Mitchell's scoring power, but this is just the start. These two aren't just playing well, they're lifting the entire Indiana Fever team. Now let's talk about Caitlin Clark. This rookie star is leading the league in assists with 8.2 per game. But here's the key who's benefiting from those assists. It's Boston, Mitchell, and Hull. Clark's court vision is creating scoring chances all over the place, and her teammates are making the most of it. Think about this: a team that started the season with just 1 win and 8 losses is now one of the hottest teams in the WNBA. That's the Indiana Fever for you. They've gone from being an easy win for other teams to must-watch TV. And it's not just because of their star players, it's because of the whole team. Mitchell's scoring, Hull's defense, Clark's assists, and Boston's presence in the paint, it's all coming together perfectly. And it's showing in the results. The Fever have beaten some of the top teams in the league. They've taken down Atlanta, Chicago, Phoenix, with 3 Olympic gold medalists, and even playoff contenders like Seattle and Connecticut. These aren't just wins, they're making a statement. The Fever are proving they can compete with the best, and they're doing it with style. You might wonder what's behind this turnaround. According to head coach Christy Sides, it's simple: hard work and teamwork. The players are putting in the effort, getting better, and growing as a team. It's not complicated, just dedication paying off. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The Fever aren't just winning games, they're making their opponents nervous. WNBA legend Sue Bird recently said that the Fever are a team no one wants to face, especially in the playoffs. When a veteran like Bird says that, you know something special is happening in Indiana. And let's not forget about the fans. The Fever have quickly become one of the most popular teams in the league. Attendance is up, excitement is high, and it's all because of the exciting play of Mitchell, Hull, and their teammates. They're not just winning games, they're winning over the crowd. So what does this mean for the rest of the league? It means trouble. The Fever have found their rhythm and are playing with the kind of confidence that can take them far in the playoffs. They're fast, skilled, and most importantly, hungry for success. Think about it: who wants to face a team with Mitchell's scoring, Hull's tough defense, Clark's playmaking, and Boston's strength in the paint? Good luck with that. From a rough start to playoff contenders, the Indiana Fever's turnaround has been nothing short of amazing. They've fought their way to a 15-16 record and are now in 7th place. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the fear they're putting into their opponents. Hull and Mitchell have become one of the league's most surprising duos. Add Clark's playmaking and Boston's dominance in the paint, and you've got a winning formula that's making the rest of the WNBA nervous. So what's next for the Fever? They're not just aiming to make the playoffs, they're aiming for the championship. With their mix of young talent and veteran leadership, they're ready to make a big impact in the postseason. The question isn't whether they'll make a difference, but how far they'll go. One thing is clear: the Indiana Fever are no longer underdogs. They're the team to watch. Thanks for sticking around to the end. The Indiana Fever has gone from underdogs to one of the most feared teams in the WNBA. With Lexie Hull stepping up on defense, Caitlin Clark dominating the court, and Kelsey Mitchell scoring at an elite level, this team is setting the league on fire. If you're as excited as we are about what the Fever can achieve this season, make sure to share your comments down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on their incredible turnaround. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest WNBA action and analysis. Thanks for watching.